Thank you for coming to this meeting. I know it was like super last minute notice about this meeting. That's just because we wanted to just do like a really quick one and let you guys just kind of see what we've been working on lately, what we want to start doing, and what we have to start planning for. So this is our second general meeting. I tried to make this as spooky as I could. That's why I picked this background, this text. See, on my computer, it looks way better. You can ask Edward. Like I put a spooky text font and everything. It didn't show up on here. Anyways, okay. So just a quick agenda for this meeting. In this meeting, we are going to be talking about the Animal Rescue Club Halloween party that is coming up pretty fast. That's going to be the first thing that we're going to talk about because that's what we've been planning on, and it is, like I said, it's coming up very fast, and by very fast, I mean like 2 weeks or something like that. We're going to be talking about t-shirts for the club colors, points, and hours that I'll go into more detail. Some volunteer events that are coming up and that we can do either as a club or you can do by yourself, just as long as you log in your hours. And then the biggest thing is probably going to be the Pet-a-Pet, which is also coming up next month, actually. Okay, so to start off, Halloween party. When is our Halloween party going to take place? October 26th from 5 o'clock p.m. to 9 o'clock p.m. I mean, you guys are more than welcome to come, of course. It is for like club members. We are also welcoming kids. So if you have kids or you have little brothers and sisters or cousins or anything, you can bring them. It's going to be here on the 10th floor in the Social Science Lounge, which is North 1097. It's like right down this hallway, and then I think you'd like make a left.
It's next to the vending machines.
Next to the vending machines. If you want to help us with this Halloween party, because we want to have like baked goods, desserts. We're thinking of just serving pizza. We also need help with like decorations, putting up the decorations. If you want to get decorations for us, you guys, it doesn't have to be like super expensive stuff. We're honestly going to just be going to like Marshalls and Target and like Five Below, as many places as we can, just to get some cute little ones, because a lot of the decorations that we have in mind, we can make them ourselves, so it'd be more like DIY decorations. But if you have like extra Halloween decorations that maybe you didn't put up this year and you kind of figured like we can use it for this, then yeah, definitely bring it down and we will put it up. Volunteering during this event, that doesn't mean that you'll be like working the whole time while everyone else is just kind of like walking around or talking, having fun. Volunteering for this event, that's basically just kind of like, when we have our food set out, just make sure that we always have like the napkins and the plates and the cups set out. Since kids are invited, there's going to be one part of the very last hour of our party is going to be a scavenger hunt. And the scavenger hunt is only for like the adults or like the club members. Anyone who brings their kids will have to stay behind in the room, just because the school does not want them like running around the school at night, So what they'll be doing is either watching a movie or we'll have an arts and crafts station for them. So if you volunteer to stay behind with the kids, you'll just be watching them like with the arts and crafts or with the movie, whatever is happening. Costumes are optional, so if you want, you can come dressed up. Your kids can come dressed up. So like I said, food, we're thinking of just having like some pizzas, some drinks, maybe some chips, something kind of fast and quick. Also about this Halloween party, I know that CAB and like another club, I forgot what it is, they're also doing an event the exact same day.
Sports and fitness.
Yeah. Okay. So I know they're doing events the same day, and I know that like CAB wants to get as many like clubs together as they can to like form this thing. We're not joining them with that. This is our own thing. We're not going to be joining CAB, and the only reason for that is because like we kind of got asked like last minute while we were already planning this for us. So we don't want to have to take everything that we've already planned to have up here on the 10th floor and move it downstairs. Also, the kids. We don't want, we just don't want to bring like if a lot of kids come to our thing or like a good amount of kids, we don't want to have to take them like all the way down there to like their party and have, stuff like that. Also because they didn't reserve my cotton candy machine that I wanted to reserve in the student activities room. I'm very, very mad about that, but that's another story. Baked goods, I have different ideas in mind of like different little cupcakes, or like brownies that we can bring. But if you are a baker, please, like if you wanna help out, that would be a really great way. Just bring some, like cupcakes, brownies, whatever you think would be really good for this, Halloween party. And we are actually going to be sending out like an RSVP, and it will be asking like if the person is bringing a kid or not. That way we can give you like an exact amount or like an exact number of how many people we are expecting. That way we're not just like guessing how many cupcakes we should bring and stuff like that. So about like this Halloween party, so Simone, she's actually one of our officers, and she's sitting over here. She's our event coordinator. And so she's actually going to be making like small committees for our Halloween party, and in those committees we'll have people in charge of the food, people in charge of the games, people in charge of like the arts and crafts, because like it says up there, we want to have games, kids are welcome, prizes will be provided to all the winners. Some of the games that we have in mind are going to be like, we'll have a kids costume contest. If enough adults or like club members come in costumes, maybe we'll even have a costume contest for them. You'll be winning like, for the little kids, of course, we'll give them probably like some treat bags or stuff like that. For the adults, it'll be gift cards. So we already have like a Cheesecake Factory gift card, $25. Then we're gonna get like an Amazon one, and I forgot which other one we're thinking of getting. It'll be first, second, and third prizes. And then, like I said, the arts and crafts section for this, we're also going to be doing like movie trivia, scary movie trivia. We have some questions already made up. It's all the way from like movies that have to do, scary movies that have to do with animals, kind of like Cujo, all the way to my favorite, Freddy Krueger. So that's some of the stuff we'll be having at the party. If you are interested in helping, please, I have like a little sign-up sheet here. Just put your name, your phone number, and what you are interested in doing, whether it's a decorating committee or food committee. And if you're interested in food, please put down like, if you want to do like the baking part of it and what kind of, like what you have in mind to bake. And then I'll be giving that to Simone, and she'll be contacting you very soon. And you guys will have your own meeting. And in that meeting, she'll start assigning people jobs, and she'll start telling people like when we have to start doing, when to start baking these. I know that we have access to the lounge, I wanna say the day before, or even like the 2 days before that. And that's when we can start like decorating it, or at least start putting the supplies in there. There is a small kitchen area in there. So we'll also do like, if you need something to be cold, there's a refrigerator in there. If you need something to be warmed up, there's like microwaves in there, and they have a very small like toaster oven. So maybe like before you bring it, if you live close enough, just warm it up. You know, if it's something big, warm it up at home and then bring it. What else do they have in there? They have some couches, they have tables and chairs. We're gonna rent a TV and just show some Halloween movies on there. I know we're gonna show like Hocus Pocus, and maybe Dr. Gillette really wants to show Cujo, but again, depending on how many kids come, we have to like keep in mind at what time we have to be showing these movies. So you know, stuff like that. We have sometimes planned out, like we know for sure the last hour of this party will be the scavenger hunt. That way, while everyone is out in the hallways looking for the things that Dr. Gillette has come up with. I don't even know the clues that he's come up with because he doesn't want me to like cheat. So he's coming up with that. He'll be hiding like all this stuff. Whoever stays behind with the kids, we ask that you, while people are out looking for these things, just start cleaning up the lounge. That way when everyone comes back to like receive their prize, or like bring back all the stuff that they've collected, the lounge will already be cleaned, and you know, we can just take all that, all the supplies either back to Gillette's office or take them home. And that way, you know, we're not here till like 10 o'clock trying to clean up the lounge. What else about this Halloween party? So we're gonna have games, foods, kids welcome. That's that's kind of it for the Halloween party, I believe. If you have ideas, please let us know, especially for like the arts and crafts section. We have a small little board that the officers have been working on, just like on Pinterest and stuff, that has like a couple of ideas. But if you have ideas, please, let us know, and we will definitely add it. I know some of the stuff that we came up with, which I don't think is a slide on here. I didn't put it on there. Yeah. Okay. So some of the stuff that we came up with for like the kids to play, or even the club members, we found this really cute little like ring toss game, and instead of them throwing the rings on like water bottles or something like that, it's actually like witches' hats, and they're just made out of like traffic cones. It's super, super cute. I was gonna put up a picture on here, and then I forgot. We also have like this other game for kids, and it has all we need are like orange Solo cups, which like the grocery stores sell specifically for Halloween. And you cover them with tissue paper, and the kids, they have to like stick their hands through there, and if they have a prize in that cup, they can keep it. But we also want to put like some slime or like some like icky stuff in there, so some of the kids can get scared. Halloween's my favorite time of the year. It's my favorite month. My mom even believes that I am a witch, and she's not the only one. Okay, moving on to shirts, colors, and the point system. The reason I put all three of these on the same slide, again, just to kind of save time, because this is just kind of meant to be like a quick little update meeting, and also because they kind of go with each other. So, for t-shirts. This club does not have any t-shirts. We have buttons and we have stickers. We want t-shirts, so when we go out to volunteer, we're all matching. That way when we take pictures and put them on like the Facebook and stuff, people can see that it is the Animal Rescue Club. For officers will be receiving 2 t-shirts, one for volunteer work specifically, and one for if we have to do like conferences like out of town, we have like a nice little shirt. For you guys will be receiving 1 shirt, but you have to do some stuff in order to receive that shirt. First things first though, the shirt design. We don't have a design for the shirt. We can't use the UHD Animal Rescue Club symbol of our design, which if you guys remember, it's actually like the UHD and then the D has like a cat and a dog in it. We can't use that. The school won't let us use that just because the school, they're like, no, UHD is our thing. We can't take that. So we're gonna be holding a design contest. The reason we want to do a contest, we want to keep this within the club as well, because we want to be like, oh, so-and-so from Animal Rescue Club designed the Animal Rescue Club shirts for the Animal Rescue Club. I don't want to kind of be like, oh, the guy from like that club designed our t-shirts, This is going to be within our club, and if we can't find, or like nobody really wants to design anything, then we do have somebody like on the side just kind of, yes.
If you do design the shirt and if it's chosen, you just get a shirt without
Probably not. Okay. But also, if you design the t-shirt, we're also thinking of maybe making your shirt design some of like the stickers and buttons, because we are going to get new stickers and buttons because we ran out actually. And we have way more ideas for letting you guys like design stuff for us. Like I know one of our ideas, which won't actually come into play until next semester, is we're gonna be holding we want to hold an art show where it showcases y'all's art. If you draw, if you take pictures, photography, painting, and if you win that contest, that art show contest, your design is gonna be our new stickers and buttons as well. But for now, we're going to be focusing on the shirt design. So if you are interested in joining and sending in your design, getting more information about it, please email the Animal Rescue Club email address, which is uhdanimalrescueclub@gmail.com, right? That's it, okay, I typed it right. All right, so you can email us there. Colors. All right, so our club colors right now are red, white, and blue, and I don't want them to be red, white, and blue, mostly because those are the school colors, and that's pretty much the colors that a lot of the clubs here have. So we want to change those colors. We had a small poll within the officer little meetings that we've been having. The colors we've decided on for sure, we want teal to be part of them. And what was the other ones that we had?
White and lavender.
White and lavender, is that what one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Our colors apparently are gonna be teal, lavender, and white. I know it sounds like a really weird combination, but we actually looked up like those pieces together and they work really well. And the reason I have this link here is because it goes on to the points and hour system. So remember on the first club meeting, you guys were told that if you do 5 hours, you are an official member of this club. Okay, that is still true. If you do 5 hours of volunteer work, either with us or, out by yourself, you are an official member of this club. If you do 10 or more hours, which it's not hard to get the 10 hours, because when you're volunteering, depending on how long you stay there, you probably already have like your 5 hours, so now you just need another set of 5, It's not a whole lot of hours that you have to like spread out, for a long time. Then you can receive your club t-shirt. The only reason we are doing this is because this club is known for having so many people sign up, but then nobody wants to volunteer. So we don't want to just be like, oh, okay, you've officially signed up. All right, here's your t-shirt. And then they never come back. So this is why we are doing this point system. Your points are gonna be like the club t-shirt, the being official member and stuff like that. 20 hours or 20 or more hours, you can actually become a club officer if you are interested in that. Melody, who is our vice president, she actually cannot be here today, but she has more, she kind of thought of that one, so she has more information about that if you are interested in being a club officer. Also, because I know for sure our vice president is going to be graduating. Betty, you are going to be graduating soon, right? Betty's going to be graduating. We have some members that are going to be graduating, so we need people to kind of like take over their position, which will probably be some of the officers we have now. But then, we need somebody to replace their position. So that's how you would become that club officer, as long as you have that 20 plus hours. 25, and you can receive a graduation cord. This is something that is very, very new to this club. We did not have graduation cords before. Again, we just want to make sure that you are participating in this club. You are going out and doing volunteer work. You don't have to wait for us to do the volunteer work with you like we did at BARC when we all showed up together. You guys can go out and do it by yourself as long as you log in your hours. Please keep track of your hours. If we do a group volunteer work, then we will have you guys sign in with us just to make sure that you showed up and you're not just putting these hours out on like Wordsy. We'll make sure that you sign in with us, and then later on that day, put in your hours again on GatorSync. That way we can also keep track of it. So this link right here, it actually goes to the it goes to the graduation cord website where we're thinking of getting them from. And I actually saw a teal cord today in person, and it's a really, really nice color. So, okay, I'm stuck. Oh, there we go. Okay. So where is it? So here's like the lavender and white combination, and then we'll just throw in some teal, which is actually, is gonna be like this. Oh, right here, this color. It's super, super nice. I think there is like a combination of all three on here. I just don't know where it's at right now. But they look really nice together. I know Dr. Davey is not a fan of like this color combination that we picked, but he's not graduating. So that is how you can receive your t-shirt, your officer position, and your graduation cord. So, volunteer events that are coming up. We're planning the Halloween party right now. After the Halloween party, we have to dive into Pet-a-Pet because Pet-a-Pet is super, super important to us. Pet-a-Pet, it takes a lot of people to run that, and it's a lot of work. It's a lot of fun, but it is a lot of work. So the volunteer opportunities that are coming up, Houston Pets Alive, every weekend, Saturday and Sunday, they do pet adoptions at 2 different PetSmarts. It's super easy to sign up to those. All you have to do is just sign up on the HoustonPetsAlive.org, I believe it is, website. You go to volunteer and you can select what day you want to go. We can all do that as a group one day, but like I said, it's super easy to just go on your own. They'll let you know if it's your first time. I think you have to they'll ask you if it's your first time, and if it is, then you have to go in, I think like an hour early just to do a short orientation. And they have 2 different shifts. So they have a morning shift that I believe is like 10 to 1:30. Yeah, it's like 10 to 1:30, and then the second shift begins at 2 to 4? Okay, the second shift is 2 to 4, and they have that on the Saturdays and Sundays. Again, super easy way to get your volunteer hours. So if you are interested in that, HoustonPetsAlive.org, just follow the links to go into like the volunteer section. It's going to ask you to do a sign up Genius, and that's just, you just sign in there. And we'll try to go as a whole club to one of those before Pet-a-Pet, just to do another club outing. And that can also be a really great day to, if we all decide to go to the morning one and the whole club's there, we can all meet later for like pizza or, just go hang out somewhere. Cause I know a lot of people after BARC were like, yeah, we want to do more like club or like a whole big group of volunteer work, but we also want to like hang out on the side. That's totally fine. So that's one of the things that we can do. Any shelter you already volunteer at. I mean, you can just keep volunteering there, especially if you are not helping out with like the Halloween party, or you just don't want to like really volunteer for Pet-a-Pet. You can just keep volunteering at the shelter that you are currently sheltering at, helping at, or volunteering at. Just again, remember, log in your hours to the Gator Scene, which I actually have pulled up in case you guys forgot what it looks like. Another big thing, Strut Your Month, which is October. They need volunteers for October 13th, which is a Friday. Ooh, hey, Friday the 13th. Which is a Friday. They need you guys to help set up. If you want to volunteer for that, I have a whole slide for that. Yeah, okay, I got you. Okay, so I have a slide that has more information about that. And then Strut Your Mutt is actually the next day, which is Saturday the 14th. Strut Your Mutt is like this really awesome big dog walk. And they have people not volunteer, but people pay, I think it's about like $35 or something. And it's just like this giant dog walk, and it's to help raise money. They also have like booths there where they have like games, you can win prizes, dogs all over the place. They have like dog costume contests. They'll have like little baby swimming pools full of ice and water for the dogs to play in. They do dog musical chairs, which is super adorable because they have the dogs like walk around in a circle with their owner, and then the owner has to tell them to sit. And last year when I went volunteering with Houston Pets Alive, and I was walking like 2 dogs. This little girl had this giant like Saint Bernard, and she was in the like musical chair thing, and she was literally like, the dog was this tall, she was like this tall, and it would not sit for her, and she kept like trying to jump on him, like sit him down, and the announcer guy was like, you have to leave, you've lost already. He was like, please leave, and the little girl was like super mad. It's a lot of fun, it's really cool. I think they have food trucks there, if I remember correctly. And so this is more stuff about Strut Your Mutt. The setup team for Friday is going to be from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Studemont Park. It's actually just like right across the street from like Target and like Staples that are located on like Taylor and stuff like that. Super close, not far at all. You'll sign up through Sign Up Genius if you would like to help. Or you can even contact our volunteer coordinator, which is Betty. She is amazing. She has like a lot of information about this. This is just kind of like, you know, some basic little stuff about this. I know there's like a whole group of, or you're trying to get a group together, right? From Animal Rescue Club to go and represent Animal Rescue Club. I can't be there actually. Unfortunately, I would have to miss this year. I had to help out my cousin with like a project of his, so I won't be able to go. But if you do go, I mean, it's a lot of fun. You'll, for volunteering, you receive like a t-shirt. Do they get anything else?
I think that's free food.
Oh, okay, you get free food. All right. I'll go to that. All right, so yeah, you can also contact Betty. I have her information again at the last slide, so if you don't get it here. Once you volunteer, you get in contact with everyone. You should either be receiving an email. If you contacted Betty first, you'll probably be receiving an email either from her or from somebody from Best Friends, Society, Animal Society, and her name is Christina, and she'll be emailing you more information about it, where to meet up, what time to be there, what job you'll be doing, stuff like that. The shifts, however, if you sign up, the shifts are also kind of like first come, first come, first serve. They cannot reserve a giant like space for Animal Rescue Club, so it's not like, oh, at this time everyone from the Animal Rescue Club has this space just for them. You have to come at the time that you say that you volunteered for. If you can't volunteer for Friday, you can volunteer Saturday. All you have to do is just email the volunteer coordinator for available shifts. You can either email Betty again, or you can email Christina, once you get that email from her. And Saturday, the same thing. They'll probably either have you like working some of the booths or like maybe just watching, I really don't know. Like I said, I volunteered with Houston Pets Alive last year, but it's super fun. It's really, really cool. And you're literally just going to go to a parade of dogs. And a lot of them are like wearing costumes. Last year, there was like a whole lot of Harley Quinns and Jokers. So it was pretty funny. Last thing that is super important is the Pet-a-Pet. So this is not the official set date for Pet-a-Pet yet. This is the date that we are thinking of. I have to contact Houston Pets Alive, and I have to contact some fosters to see if they can even make this date. So right now we are thinking of November 29th, which is a Wednesday. Wednesday?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a Wednesday. Okay, November 29th, it is a Wednesday. The location will be down on the 3rd floor, like those A300 rooms. We will be renting out both of them because we need one room for the cats, one room for the dogs. We can't put those cats and dogs together, mostly because we all know they're like mortal enemies, but also because the school won't let us put them together. So yeah, that's why you have to keep them separated. Pet-a-Pet. As much as I love Pet-a-Pet, and as much as everyone gets super excited for Pet-a-Pet, because I even have people that don't go to this school ask me when Pet-a-Pet is. My cousin, who literally lives in Katy, and he's like, who I'm actually helping out this weekend. He lives in Katy. He called me last night. He's like, hey, when is your Pet-a-Pet? And I was like, I don't even like you. I'm not telling you. No, I don't. We need volunteers for Pet-a-Pet, guys. Like, honestly, we need volunteers. In the past, we've had Pet-a-Pet. It's been a huge hit, but then we only have like 2 people volunteering. We can't have that. We honestly cannot. So when you volunteer, you can either be with like the cats or the dogs. You can be working the tables, and by tables, I mean like, so the way that it's set up is that we'll have, we're thinking of having 2 tables on the outside of the rooms where people have to sign these waivers. So the waivers are for the school, and it's basically like if they get scratched by one of these ferocious kitties, they don't sue the school. That's basically all the waiver is saying. But again, people here at the school get so excited for Pet-a-Pet. 1, because there's animals at the school. 2, because we try to keep it close to when finals start. That way people can just already start like calming down. They're not like freaking out or anything. So we'll have like a whole bunch of people at these tables. We are thinking of having about 4 people, 2 tables, 4 people, and you guys are just passing out these waivers and collecting them. You have to make sure that before these people go into the room that they sign these waivers, because if anything happens, and we don't have a waiver for them, we can get in trouble, and the school will definitely get in trouble, and then we'll get in trouble again because of, the school will be mad at us, and we can never do pet ever again, and we don't want that. So that's what working the tables pretty much is. Talking about fostering, talking about adoptions, and then also do not worry if you have class that day, or you're like, you know what, I really have to stop at this time and start studying for this other thing, or I have a paper coming up. We're gonna do shifts. So we'll be like, oh, okay, like Amarish, you can only come in from like 10 to 2. All right, person at 2, it's your turn to go in. You have to be there for your shift. If you cannot be there, you have to let us know ahead of time. All right, because like I said, we need a lot of volunteers to run this. If you have been to Petapet in the past and you've been there and you're just kind of like, oh, it doesn't look like it's a lot to like take care of these 2 small cats and these 2 dogs. It's a lot. It is a lot. We need people for definitely the tables for the waivers. That's where a lot of, I think, our shifts are going to be coming in, because at one moment you're going to have like half the school just standing in front of you, being like yelling at you to give you the paper, to give them the paper to sign. That's how many people can come into Petapet. We had like a stack, honestly, like this tall of just like waivers last year. If you volunteer with the cats, I'm thinking of assigning, if you want to volunteer with the cats, not only, how do I say this? Okay, so usually we have 2 cats, 2 dogs. So we'll have one person in charge of one cat, one person in charge of the other cat. If you are in charge of that cat, you have to know as much as you can about that cat. You have to know everything. You have to know their name. You have to know what kind of breed they are, how old they are, if they are potty trained or not. As much as you can about this cat. If you get some information about like the backstory of them, then you also have to kind of talk about the backstory, because what if they don't do well with like men? What if they don't do well with kids? You have to know everything about that cat. Same thing with the dogs. You have to know everything about that dog. Also, if you volunteer with the cats, we're gonna have some people watching the doors for the cats. And the same thing for the dog, but definitely the cats, because the cats, they try to escape. They are quick and they hide, so when the door opens, like they'll just like rush out. And the school does not want cats in the hallway, because like I said, they are ferocious kitties and they don't want them to be like killing anyone because they're this tall and people are this. But that's what working with the cats would be like. If you're working with the dogs, it's same thing. You'll have to know all the information about the dogs. You have to keep their water bowl full. They get so excited that they get like super thirsty, and by the time you know it, like their bowl is like empty. Remember to take them out to go use the restroom, because you just have to. And same thing with the doors, just one person watching the doors, because the dogs, they don't try to escape, but they like to look out the window on the doors, so sometimes they'll like accidentally push it open. And we can't have the dogs out in the hallway either. So that's what it's like working with these cats and dogs and stuff. We'll have more information about Petapet when we are done with the Halloween party. Right now we are focusing on the Halloween party. The minute Halloween party is done, we have to start working on Petapet. So if you are interested in volunteering with Petapet, we will definitely start talking about that the minute that our Halloween party is done. And you can volunteer for that as well. Again, you volunteer for this, put it on the org scene, put your the hours that you worked there. And we'll even have like a sign-in sheet for us, so that we make sure that you show up for your shifts. Okay. Join us. If you don't know, we have a Facebook, UHD Animal Rescue Club. That's what you would search up. Super easy to find. We update it every day. I don't know if that's like how most of you guys found out about the meeting today. We also had like a little thing up there, a banner up there for the meeting. We got an Instagram, guys. Super, super cute. I have what it looks like. This is our Instagram, UHD Animal Rescue Club. It's super cute. We do like, we'll have like today, we had this one for the general meeting. we do, if you volunteered somewhere and you wanna share it, so that way you know that like people can see that the, members from the Animal Rescue Club actually go out and like volunteer. You can either tag us, put it on your Instagram, tag us, that way more people can find out about us, or you can email the UHD Animal Rescue Club email address and we will put it up there. Just please let us know like your name and where you volunteered at. We'll put up like if any places are having free spay or neutered, you know, anything really to work with animals and shelters. Also, we do, here's the thing for like Strut Your Mud, a small little flyer. We do Catter Day. So if you guys have a cat and you want to show it off, please, again, either tag us on your Instagram or send us an email and we will be sure to put it up. We'll be sure to put it up. Again, just, you know, the name of your cat, your name, and that's kind of it. Catter Day right now is like super popular. We've been getting a lot of Catter Day entries. This isn't a cat, but his name's Tyler. We also do like, we had a National Rabbit Day that passed and somebody sent us a picture of their rabbit, so then we put that up on there. We will also be doing like Pet of the Month. Our Instagram is still pretty new, so we don't have too many pictures up yet, but we will be doing like Pet of the Month. We'll be doing like a Halloween costume contest, so if you guys want to dress up your animals, send in some pictures. We will take a quick little vote and then put their picture up on the Instagram and the Facebook and the website. So yeah, super, super cute. Got a lot of cute little pictures and stuff here. Okay, I also wanted to mention this really quick. I forgot to put it in the presentation. I don't know if you guys have noticed. I hope you have. We have boxes all over the school, or not all over the school, but I know we have one on the second floor of the Commerce Building. We have one on this floor. We have like 2 on the 3rd floor, 1 on the 4th floor. We have boxes, and those boxes are for shelter drives. You know, food, toys, blankets, towels. This is going to be sent to different shelters that need our help and that just need supplies. So if you see a box and you see that it has food in it, please let us know. That way we can either pick it up, or if you want, you can pick it up and, you know, tell us, oh, hey, I picked up some food for that was in one of the boxes. Where do you want me to take it? And either one of the officers will pick it up, or maybe even one of the advisors for the club will pick it up. Or like meet you here at the school to get it from you. I know that the ones on the 3rd floor, they have some food in there that I need to take. There is another box that I saw earlier today that has some stuff. But like I said, just keep an eye out for them. As they have food, tell us what floor, not just like the box, just tell us what floor and what is in there, and then we will be there to pick it up. This is just some more like the supply. This is what's on the front of the box, and it has like some stuff that are in like desperate need of these shelters. So we have like bath mats, trash bags, paper bags, stuff like that. So yeah, that's our Instagram page. And then we also, again, this is what the ORC looks like, UHD Animal Rescue Club. That's what you would search up. Join us on there. That way we know that you are putting in your hours. We get email notifications every single time somebody puts, what is it called? I think it's like has joined the club or something like that. That's another easy way for us to keep track of your hours and let you know if you can get that t-shirt or that cord. Okay. Also, if you are the kind of person that just like really needs information like as soon as you hear it, or you really, really want to know the day of, we have a group meet. And right now it has like, how many people in there? 30. Yeah, like 30 of our club members in there. It is the UHD ARD members. It's really cool because we talk about, like, we're not only talking about volunteering and animals, but the other day we were talking about movies and like music and stuff like that. So it's super cool, really cool way to like get to know people. So we do have that. If you are interested in joining that, please let us know. We will add you on there. And again, we have the Gator Sink, Animal Rescue Club. If you want any more information, these are like all of the email addresses. We have my email address that I check every single day. If I don't answer you, like fast, I try to answer people fast, but if not, it's usually because I'm trying to answer like Dr. Gillette or Davey or like some of the officers that have emailed me, or I'm like trying to do work, either that. This right here, if you can see again, this is Betty's email address, who you would be contacting if you want to do the Strut Your Mutt, or you can contact the other lady, Christina, and yeah, Dr. Gillette, Dr. Davey, they're our advisors. I know at our last meeting we had Dr. Pence up on there, but she is no longer one of our advisors because she does a lot of volunteer work. She does, I want to say like 8 hours of volunteer work, like every other day or something like that. I know she goes in right before she comes to work, which is like super early, and then she'll like go in right after work. So she will not be part of the advising team. And then, okay, thank you. Don't forget, if you would like to help out with the Halloween party, please let us know. You can sign up here. Oh, and if you're, if your friend couldn't make it to the meeting today, we'll have a video up on Facebook, or we'll just put up some like key bullet points up on Facebook, and maybe even like a quick email or something, just depending on how many people do not show. Right, so thank you. Oh.
Can you go back to the email?
Yeah.
If you guys sign up for the board, you guys get added to
No, if you want to be added to the group me, you can. How do you want to do
It's
that?
in the email, in the Melanie's, the link is there. Are you
Okay.
receiving our emails?
Oh yeah, has anyone, I know I got an email yesterday from somebody. Are you guys receiving our emails, or like, did y'all receive an email about this club or anything? Okay, if you are receiving an email from us, please make sure that you gave us the right email address that you want to have your mail sent to. Not your Gator email, because I know like a lot of people do not check their Gator email. If you have like a Yahoo email that you like live on, like me, please put your Yahoo email and we will send it through there. And if you want to be added into the group me, like Betty said, there's a link on there, or you can just come up here and look at it. Alright.